today I'm going to be swapping the careers of Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson to see how the NFL plays out. So I mean, as you guys can see, my boy Patrick Mahomes is on the Baltimore Ravens and my boy Lamar Jackson is on the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, there's no question about it. This offense is a massive downgrade for Lamar Jackson. I mean, at least we have Travis Kelce to work with, but our wide receivers are terrible. And same story with the defense. I mean, the Chiefs do have a pretty solid defense, but it's nowhere near the Ravens. And on the other hand, for Patrick Mahomes, I mean, this is a pretty solid upgrade. I mean, we got Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers, and OBJ to work with. And as you can see, I mean, I'd say the Ravens probably have the best defense in the AFC right now. But at the moment, I mean, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson are the two highest rated quarterbacks in the NFL right now. So either way, both teams are in good hands, but it looks like Patrick Mahomes and the Ravens got to take on the Texans in week 1. Anyway, to start things off, I'm going to try and go for Andrews. This is our second drive of the game. We couldn't get anything done on the first drive, but I mean, our defense has been playing pretty well. They've already got 2 stops. The Texans haven't scored yet either. So I'm hoping that we can put some points on the board this drive. I mean, obviously I'm going for a touchdown. I did not want to get a field goal here. That might work. Come on, Flowers. That's a dot. Okay. I feel like Zay Flowers might be able to hit like a 90 overall by the end of this video, depending on how he progresses. But I mean, that Patrick Mahomes accuracy, as much as I love Lamar, I mean, that is unbeatable. Anyways, I'm going to try and get something here. This is going to be the last play of the first quarter, and it looks like we're going to find Mark Andrews. Okay, that's a solid gain. So, I mean, now all we need to do is get 9 yards, and we're in the end zone. I'm going to try and run it with OBJ. I mean, this play might get shut down. It depends how my O-line holds up. It looks like it's going to work out, though. So, we're going to find OBJ in the end zone for the touchdown. So, that gives the lead to the Ravens first here. I mean, against the Texans, even though they're a pretty solid team now, I'd say this is a total mismatch. And I mean, it looks like the Ravens are going to sneak out with the week 1 win. I mean, CJ Stroud did play pretty good in that game, but either way, it was not enough to take down Patrick Mahomes and the Ravens. So they're going to be moving to 1-0 on the season. But anyways, Patrick Mahomes did his job. Now it's time to see if Lamar can do his. As you can see, the Chiefs got to take on the Lions in week 1, who are actually a good team this year. Anyways, first play of the game, we got struck with a holding call, so it's 1st and 19 right now. I'm just going to try and set something up with Pacheco here, and it looks like that's not going to work. And I mean, after that, the Lions forced a 3rd and 16, so we desperately need something here. I got to go for a shot or we're not going to get the first down. So hopefully Valdez-Scantling can be open. Somehow he's wide open. There was not a single player on him, and it looks like we're going to bring it all the way down to the 11. I mean, I wasn't expecting that play to work like that, but I will 100% take it. I'm going to go for another run of Pacheco, though. I'd like to go on the run of Lamar, but he doesn't really have a whole lot of designed running plays with the Chiefs. So, I mean, for the most part, we're going to have to use Pacheco, but I'm going to try one here. I mean, the way the Lions defense is set up, this very well could get shut down, or it's gonna work out. We didn't get the first. I mean, I feel like if I waited like 1 more second to turn that corner, we probably would have got by for a touchdown. But anyways, now we need a first because it's 4th and inches, and it looks like Pacheco's gonna sneak in for the touchdown. So that is gonna be the first score for the Chiefs. So, I mean, we do have the lead first here. At the same time, though, I mean, the Lions are not an easy matchup anymore. So this game could go either way, but it looks like the Chiefs are gonna flip the script this time. I mean, the Lions did bring that game all the way to OT, so that was one hell of a matchup, but we're going to take a 6-point win. So the Chiefs are also moving to 1-0 on the season. So, I mean, obviously both of these teams are off to a pretty hot start. We're starting off the season at 1-0, but now it's time for the real test, because now we got to see if both of these teams can make it to the playoffs this year. And it looks like Lamar Jackson and the Chiefs went off this season, going 16-1 to win the division. And that record is also going to give them the #1 seed in the playoffs. I mean, obviously that was well deserved. As you can see, Lamar had an MVP caliber season with 4,600 yards for 43 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. I mean, that is his career high. And in the process, my boy went up to a 99 overall. And on the other hand, the Ravens are going to go 15-2 to win their division, and they play the Pats in the wild card round. And Mahomes also had an MVP caliber season with 3,800 yards for 33 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. It looks like the Ravens took down the Patriots, so now they play the Bills, and the Chiefs play the Jaguars. But unfortunately, it looks like Josh Allen is finally going to get the best of Patrick Mahomes this season. season, but the Jaguars are going to get absolutely slapped by the Chiefs. So now they play the Bills for a trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, obviously this rivalry is going to be a little bit different this time now that the Chiefs have Lamar instead of Mahomes. I mean, at this point, I think we can call this matchup a rivalry. But anyways, Pacheco is gone. It looks like we're going to get the first. And as I said, I mean, the Chiefs don't have a whole lot of designed runs with Lamar Jackson, but we do have a few. So I'm going to try and get one going here. We're going to avoid Von Miller, and it looks like we're gone for the first down. Tried to hit the juke, but we fumbled. That's not a good start to this game. And I mean, as you can see, the Bills scored after that. So that is a terrible start for Lamar Jackson. That's one thing he needs to get better with, is holding on to the football when he gets smoked. I mean, either way, that time we got a pretty solid gain on the run. I'm going to try and go for another run of Lamar. Hopefully this time we don't drop the ball again. We're going to avoid Von Miller. And it looks like this time we're actually going to hold on to it for the first down. I mean, as I said, Lamar doesn't have a whole lot of designed runs on the Chiefs, but the ones that we do have are some pretty solid plays. I don't want to throw the ball too much here because, I mean, I feel like every time I put the ball in the air, I'm risking an interception. That was an absolute dot, though. So Rice is going to get in for the touchdown to tie the game up. Bills defense is scary, though, man. I mean, they could very well win this game, obviously. This is going to be one of the best matchups of the year. But as you can see, the Bills are going to get absolutely demolished. I mean, Lamar dropped 45 points on one of the best defenses in the league. So this guy is a man on a mission right now. So that's going to send the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. And I mean, it looks like Lamar Jackson's going to win MVP this season as well, which is well deserved because, I mean, he balled out this year. Patrick Mahomes did come second place in the voting. So both of our guys seem to be going off, though. And as you can see, we got to take on the Atlanta Falcons out of all teams in the Super Bowl. Not sure how they made it this far, but this looks like a mismatch. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mean to shit talk the Falcons or anything, because obviously they made some massive improvements over the years. I'd say they're definitely a playoff team, but at the same time, I cannot see them making it all the way to the Super Bowl. I mean, we did not gain any yardage off of that last play, though. So hopefully Kelsey or Valdez-Scantling can get open off of this play. Those are my two main targets. We're going to find Kelsey. Still, that's not enough for a first down. But I mean, the way they're set up, it's looking like Rice is going to be wide open. It looks like he's also gone up to a superstar as well, which is pretty cool. That throw was super off target, but we still caught it. Lamar is clearly playing at an MVP level, man. I mean, he definitely deserved that. I mean, we got smoked as we threw it, and it was still like an absolute dot. And now we're going to go on the run. I mean, we have a lot of open field here. We hit the juke, and we're going to get the first down and some. I mean, as I said, the Chiefs don't have a whole lot of designed runs with Lamar Jackson, but the ones that we do have seem to be working pretty nicely. We're going to find Kelsey again, though, and that took a lot to get him down. So now we just need to get 15 yards, and we're back in the end zone. I'm going to try and go for another run of Lamar, because, I mean, again, he's been pretty solid on the run so far. And again, it looks like we're gone. We're not going to get the touchdown, though. We got it all the way to the 3-yard line. I mean, the Falcons did bring up a third down after that. We need 1 yard for the first, and hopefully we can also get a touchdown here. Oh, we're in. Let's go. Okay, thank you. I thought that was going to get stopped again, but thankfully this time Pacheco's going to get in the end zone. So that is going to give the lead to the Chiefs first here. I mean, as you can see, the Falcons are going to get absolutely smoked. So, I mean, it looks like nobody was slowing down Lamar this season. So he's finally going to be getting himself a ring in his first season with the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, that was well deserved. Obviously, that's one hell of a start for Lamar. I mean, the guy got MVP and the Super Bowl in the first season. But as you can see, to end off year one, it looks like Lamar Jackson and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be hoisting the Lombardi trophy. But anyways, that brings us to free agency. On the downside, the Chiefs are broke right now. So we're going to be losing Chris Jones, Ladarius Sneed. I mean, the defense is taking a massive hit. And by the looks of it, things are even worse for the Ravens. So they're also going to be taking a massive hit. But that's going to bring us to year number 2. I mean, even though both of those teams took massive hits in the offseason, they're still built for the playoffs. And to start off this season, Patrick Mahomes and the Ravens got to play the Titans. I mean, as you can see, it's been a rough start for the Ravens in this one. One more touchdown, though, and we should be back in this game. I mean, once we get Patrick Mahomes going, we all know how he works. There will be no stopping him. We're going to find Flowers for a 5-yard gain. We did lose OBJ in the offseason, which kind of sucks, but on the bright side, Flowers has gone all the way up to an 89 overall, so that should make up for it. We haven't really done anything with Mark Andrews yet this game, though, so I'm going to try and get him going for a first down. I mean, it's looking like he's going to be wide open, and that is another big pickup. I mean, the Ravens are kind of rolling right now, so hopefully we don't slow down anytime soon. I'd like to get in the end zone here. I mean, we kind of desperately need to at this point since we're already down 10-0. That's another first from Zay Flowers. Flowers is also at superstar right now, so I mean, I'm thinking he should be like a 95 overall if he keeps progressing the way he has been. And we're gonna find him for the touchdown, so that's gonna cut into the lead. We are still down by 3 points, but with Patrick Mahomes, hopefully we can still come back and win this game. But I mean, unfortunately, we kind of got shut down after that, so it looks like the Titans are gonna be taking us down in week 1. So the Ravens are gonna fall to 0-1 on the season. I mean, that's not the way I wanted to start things off, but hopefully Lamar can make up for it. They got to play the Bills in week 1. I mean, obviously, we're going to have to go off on offense today because we lost Chris Jones on the defense in the offseason, which is a really, really big problem for us. But still, we held the Bills to a field goal on the first drive, and that's a solid game from Pacheco. When I was running the ball with Lamar last season, though, I mean, this guy was pretty much unstoppable on the ground. So I'm going to see if he can pick up where we left off. And it looks like... Yep, we're going to. That's another first. Never mind. I thought we had that, but apparently we're just short. So I'm just going to go for a run of Pacheco, and hopefully this pays off for us. It looks like we have a path. That is a huge gain. Pacheco has really been showing out for us lately, man. I mean, I'm impressed with the way this guy's been playing. I'm going to switch it up, though, and try and go for Travis Kelce. I mean, he is wide open. We kind of... Yeah, that was a short pass. That could have been a touchdown, but since the pass was kind of off target, we need 13 yards. I mean, again, Lamar's been pretty much unstoppable on the ground, so we're gonna go for another run here. We almost got stopped behind the line. Yep, that's not gonna work. I mean, either way, we still didn't lose yardage off of that play, but we only got 3 yards, which isn't the best pickup, but still better than losing yardage. This time Valdez-Scantling is... Wow, my god, this guy is terrible. Okay, we need some wide receivers, bro. I mean, that's pretty embarrassing if you're gonna drop a pass like that. There was nobody on him. The guy was wide open and he still couldn't catch it. Thankfully, we have Travis Kelce, and this time he actually caught the football. So the touchdown from Kelce is going to give the lead to us here. Again, though, I mean, we're going up against Josh Allen, and we don't have Chris Jones on this defense. If you ask me, that sounds like a recipe for disaster. And I mean, by the looks of it, I was right. We're going to lose 27-20 to the Bills. I mean, we did still have a pretty good game, but either way, that is not a good start for either of these teams. But it looks like the Chiefs made up for it. They went 11-6 to win the division, and they played the Raiders in the wild card round. It was going to be tough for Lamar to play as good as last season, but either way, he did have another solid year with 4,100 yards for 34 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And on the other hand, the Ravens are going to go 12-5. They also won their division. They played the Bengals in the wild card round. I mean, just like Lamar, though, Mahomes did not play as good as last season, but he still had a solid year with 600 yards for 29 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. On the downside, it looks like the Ravens are going to take an L to the Bengals, but the Chiefs did take down the Raiders, so now they play the Bengals. And it looks like the Chiefs are going to sneak away with a 3-point win, so now they play the Bills for a trip to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, for the second season in a row, Josh Allen is the last man standing in front of Lamar's way of him in another AFC championship. I'm going to try and go for another run because he's been unstoppable lately, and again, it looks like he's not slowing down. I mean, that's a 19-yard pickup to start the game off, so I am definitely happy with that. I'm gonna try and go for a shot with Tony this time, though, and again, he's wide open for the first down and some, so that gets the ball all the way to the 23. Say what you want, man. I mean, I know this guy's kind of trash in real life, but he is kind of balling out for us on Madden right now. But anyways, Lamar, let's go. That's another huge pickup. Spin move. That's gonna give us a first down. Don't get me wrong, I do like using Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, with the legs that Lamar has, he is probably my favorite player to use in Madden. Pacheco, let's go. We avoided that. That's a pretty good gain. So after that, 3 yards to go and we get the first down, 4 yards and we're in the end zone. Oh, yeah. No way. Let's go. We got pushed in. Honestly, I don't know how that wasn't a touchdown there, but either way, that gives us a first down. So that gives us 3 more attempts to try and get 1 yard here. And it looks like we're going to get that done on the first try. So that's another touchdown from Pacheco, which is going to give the lead to the Chiefs first. We did beat the Bills last time, but they beat us in the season opener. And once again, I mean, this could very well be the game of the year. We won by 2 points because the Bills missed a 2-point conversion on the last play of the game. So even though we don't have Chris Jones, our defense defense is kind of going to win that game for us. So for the second season in a row, Lamar Jackson and the Chiefs are headed to the Super Bowl. And for the second season in a row, Lamar Jackson's going to win MVP. And I mean, again, for the second season in a row, we got to play the Falcons in the Super Bowl. I mean, this year is pretty much just a rerun of what happened last year. Anyways, I mean, the Falcons started with the ball, but we stopped them. So we have pretty good field position at the 47 here. I'm pretty sure they missed a field goal or something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely want to go for another run with Lamar at some point, but it's 3rd and 8 right now, so I don't want to risk it here. I'm just going to try and go for Travis Kelce, who is wide open, so that's a guarantee. I mean, after that, though, I'd say it's probably a good time to try and get Lamar going on the run. I mean, I don't think we've lost any yards going on the run with him yet, and it looks like that's not going to happen. So once again, that's another 8-yard pickup from Lamar Jackson, and we are still to get stopped behind the line. But anyways, we need something here, and Pacheco is gone for the touchdown. I did not think we would get that much of a path, but the O-line cleared it for us, so that's going to send us to the end zone to take the lead here. I mean, we did beat the Falcons last time, so I mean, I'm kind of hoping for another rerun. And I mean, again, at this point, Lamar Jackson is unstoppable. Nobody is beating him, so we're going to get another Super Bowl with the guy for the second season in a row. I mean, again, at this point, he is better than Patrick Mahomes. I mean, honestly, this team isn't even that good. I mean, we don't have Chris Jones anymore. Our best player on offense is Kelce. Rice is like an 80-something overall now, which is helping out. But I mean, so far, it's kind of been all Lamar Jackson and Isaiah Pacheco. But as you can see, for the second season in a row, Lamar Jackson and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. But coming into the offseason, this time, both of these teams actually had money to work with. So as you can see, Chiefs had one hell of an offseason. They picked up Tyler Lockett, Zadarius Smith, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, Taron Johnson, and Garrett Bowles. And on the other hand, the Ravens picked up Nick Chubb, Jamal Adams, Amari Cooper, and Greg Newsome. And as you can see, it looks like the Chiefs made up for it, going 11-6 to win the division. They play the Dolphins in the wild card round. And as you can see, Lamar had another MVP caliber season with 4,600 yards for 37 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And on the other hand, the Ravens are going to go 11-6. The Bengals did win the division. They still made the playoffs though, and they play the Texans in the wild card round. And Mahomes also had an MVP caliber season this year with 3,600 yards for 34 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. But unfortunately, this time it looks like the Dolphins are going to get the best of the Chiefs, so their playoff run is over. The Ravens got the win though, so now they play the Bengals. But unfortunately, it looks like Joe Burrow is going to get the best of Patrick Mahomes, so that's going to put an end to both of these teams. I mean, surprisingly enough, Mahomes was pretty quiet. He didn't do a whole lot, but as you can see, it looks like this year he is going to win MVP. So I mean, at least he's getting some sort of reward. And it looks like the Bengals are going to take down the Bears in the Super Bowl this year. So Joe Burrow finally got himself a ring. But other than that, I mean, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.